How are you?
Terrific. How are all of you? Morning good? Good.
Welcome back to New York.
Thank you. Nice to be home.
And energy here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And traffic.
That too. That too. We won't have to discuss that. But welcome, ladies. I think that this is going to take on a more casual tone, if you don't mind. Judge Judy is a great storyteller. She has a lot of great advice for women, no matter what age you are. And I've known her for over a decade now. I was 6 or 7 months pregnant when my boss flew me to LA, from New York to LA, 7 months pregnant, to go interview the judge. And it was an experience in the sense that with such little communication with us regarding motherhood, you picked up on my anxiety and my fear. And she looked at me and she said, everything is going to be okay. And I never forgot that. I never, ever forgot that. So thank you.
I think that women who work and who have children always think that they have to make a choice. And the truth is, you have to make a choice. But that doesn't mean that you can't have what you want. You have a successful career. You have adorable kids. You're a wonderful, engaged mother. You know that sometimes if something has to give, it has to be your work schedule, because bottom line is, what we all want is to leave a footprint. And if you've got a lousy family footprint, no matter what kind of footprint you leave professionally, that family footprint doesn't go away. So I'm here to tell you that you can do both. And you don't have to have a lot of money to do both.
No, definitely not.
Because we had very little money. My husband and I were both civil servants. When I left my job to become a judge, and I was working for the city at the time, I'm going to give you some idea, and this wasn't, this wasn't in the Stone Age. I was making $57,000 a year as a judge. And I mean, you had a lot of psychic income. You had a title, and you got license plates, and you got to park in places that other people couldn't. But you didn't have a lot of money, and Jerry and I have 5 children between us. And so money was tight. Did my own cleaning and did cooking and got to work on time and tried to give it 110% while I was there. I'll tell you that most of my kids got it. 1 or 2 wanted me to be the mother that went on the class trip to the Bronx Zoo, and why can't you
bake the cookies for the bake sale?
The cookies for the bake sale instead of going in and buying a box of Entenmann's. Wanted a hot lunch really prepared instead of a piece of pizza, and said, put it up on a thumbtack near a radiator and you too can have hot lunch.
Good to go.
But at the end of the day, what your kids have is an interesting, engaged parent. And that's a very big gift, because when I look out at you, this doesn't apply to everybody, I'm sure. I'm going to stop talking in a second, Christine. But most of you probably have parents, I'm looking, probably in their 60s. That be about right? Most of you have parents in their 60s, maybe early 70s. The ones that you don't worry about, if you're a good child, the ones that you don't worry about are those parents who are engaged, socially engaged, professionally engaged, avocationally engaged, somehow engaged, so that you don't feel guilty when you don't see them or call them every day, so that they have busy lives. That's the greatest gift you can give to a child, so that in their adulthood, they don't spend their adulthood worrying about you.
Yes.
So don't feel guilty, just go out and do it.